This is a freaking pipe dream that came to fruition. Listen to this. Breaking news. Max Scherzer signed with a team today. He signed with my team, the New York Mets, for 3 years, $130 million. I'm your host of the Morning Beer Podcast, Devereaux Davis. What's going on? Got the best news possible as a Mets fan that you could ever get. Besides winning the World Series, that's one. We signed Max Scherzer. We got the best free agent out there as far as free agent pitchers available. So, yes, we won that. Let's go ahead now and win some games in the regular season and win the World Series now. Now, we signed Max, Mad Max, a former foe of us with the Nationals for years. He kicked our ass. He owned us. He has like 14 wins to 6 losses against us lifetime. But now we don't have to worry about that no more. We have this guy, and he's going to be our number 2 starter behind DeGrom. And he has to be the best number 2 starter in the game, period. Hands down right now. We have the best 1-2 punch in the game if healthy. So DeGrom come back and be healthy. And it feels phenomenal. Now we have to have more depth with that, and you know, it also shows that you be healthy too, because we had a dead arm at the end of last season. But we signed him for 3 years, and I don't care that he's 37 years old. The guy's an actual war horse, or whatever. We signed him for 3 years, $130 million. That's roughly around 43.5 per year. That's the annual record in baseball. One of the top in sports. He's I think Patrick Mahomes or maybe one of these NBA players have a higher AAV than he does. But there's that, man. We got the guy. We got the big fish that we've been trying to get. That doesn't automatically mean we win the championship, but we actually have an owner, Uncle Steve. Thank you, Uncle Steve. That's actually out there kicking ass, taking prisoners, and this is freaking awesome. And I'm like excited. It's electric out there. All the Mets fans are losing their minds right now. I'm losing their mind. This is like last year when we got Lindor, but for some reason this feels bigger than when we got Lindor. I felt Lindor was getting us in the right step. It's the right first step, but I feel Scherzer's getting us into that right where we need to be as far as a franchise and potentially winning really, really soon. So with that, we got. I'm trying to wrap, because we're not done. That's the whole thing. We're not finished. We had Black Friday where we had 3 big signings. Okay, put it like this. We had 1 big signing and 2 maybe good signings, right? Maybe even great compared to what the makeup of this team is going to be. And with that just, it's exciting, man. I mean, like, it's exciting that knowing that we're actually spending money like the New York team's supposed to be spending. A lot of Yankees back in the days. And the great thing about it is that we're not giving up draft picks. We're not signing players with qualifying offers. So that's awesome. So I'm just excited about talking about this team. I want to talk about who's going to be where, what's going to be what, and who's going to be what. All right? Let's start off. Let's recap. We're recapping everything. I know this is about Max Scherzer today, but we're talking about the whole entire team. Nemo in left, Martin center, right field is going to be what's his name? Canna. Third base might be what's his name? Eduardo Escobar. Shortstop Lindor. Second base might be Baez if we sign him, and first base Alonso with catcher McCann's, man. And listen, don't sleep on McCann's. McCann's gonna have a bounce back season. I actually like McCann's a lot. He's the second big signing that Steve Cohen's made and the franchise made under his belt. DH is already in the team. DH is going to be either Cano, if we keep him, or possibly Dominic, Smith, McNeil, Davis. One of those combination players is going to be the DH right there. But we also have our pitching staff with DeGrom. Please be healthy. Scherzer, Walker. We got also starting pitching. We got Carrasco coming back. With Carrasco, we also got McGill. Sorry, I'm bad with names. So we got Tyler McGill at pitcher, at starting pitcher. You know, we lost out in Syndergaard and Matz and stuff. That's fine. It's totally fine. Been there, done that. Let's move on. Let's get some new blood into his team. And we got that, man. We got these players. We got Diaz closing, May in the bullpen. We might bring back some arms in the bullpen. We have to bring back some more starting pitching. We're not going to get John Gray, but we could probably get a Carlos Rendon and not give him a qualifying offer, a draft pick. It's so many different things that to be excited about, to be a Mets fan right now, that you can't even explain how great this felt and how big this signing of Scherzer. I know it's one player. It's one player, just like it was one player last year in Lindor, as far as turning this franchise around. But it's such a big, pivotal move in making us contenders as soon as next year that, like, you got to be excited. What else are we going to do? Are we going to sign Carlos Rendon to be in the back end of his pitching staff, or to be the third starter or the fourth or fifth starter? Because we do need a lefty in there. Or are we going to we have to resign Baez? If not, if we don't, what do we do? Who do we go get? Do we go get pivot and get Chris Bryant and put Escobar at second base? Or, you know, so or do we get Trevor Story if we can't sign Javier Baez? There's so many different things to feel excited about as being a Mets fan, because you know this is not it. You know there's more to come, and this is awesome. And we didn't even talk about who's going to be our manager yet. Forget president of baseball operations right now, because forget that. That ship sailed maybe even last year. What Billy Epler done or is doing with Steve Cohen's pocketbook right now, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Billy Epler for president, 2024. Period. Billy Epler so far right now, great move. He's been making great moves, big coups. I'm with it, man. We're winning the offseason so far. Let's not be the San Diego Padres last year and just win the offseason. Let's go win the whole damn thing. And chances are right now, as far as what the manager situation is going to be, we're looking more so of a Brad Ausmus type. The great thing about this strike that's potentially going to happen in a few days or so is that they're going to give the GM, Billy Epler, more time to really find this manager that's going to be with the team. So if it's a Brad Ausmus, if it's a Buck Showalter, if it's John Farrell, or whoever it might be, man, let's vet this process as best as possible, as long as possible, in order to make the right decision. And you know what? I'm fully on board with a Brad Ausmus. Or even Jose Espada. Actually, those are two of my favorites right there. I'm calling it now. It's either going to be Brad Ausmus or Jose Espada. Two people that he knows a lot. If not, third is probably going to be Buck Showalter. So anyway, man, we got the big fish in the pond, Max Scherzer. Are you excited as me? If you are, please leave in the comment below. Please like the video. Please subscribe, share, tell a friend or whatever. And then more than likely, what you should remember is that let's go Mets. Let's effing go Mets. Let's win 2022. 22 is my lucky number. And this is going to be our year, peoples. So, I'm your host of the Morning Bear Podcast, Devereaux Davis. Peace.